God. What's that sound? What's that sound? What's that sound? It's alive. It's alive. Oh my god. All right, welcome. Yeah, we're going to Bitcoin Gold now. Bcash is dead. I'm just kidding. Bitcoin Cash is still alive, guys. If you're just tuning in and this is your first time, well, it's a joke. The title's a joke. The title's an absolute joke. Bitcoin Cash is not dead. That's what all the Bitcoin maximalists say, and they're the loudest on Twitter. So they're basically who the normies listen to. And so, like, today, it's my 69th episode. Give it up. Give it up for number 69. Give it up for 69. Sorry, my wife stole my keyboard while I went for water. Oh, that's... you got to watch out for them wives, man. You got to absolutely watch out for the wives. They can steal keyboards at any time. Yeah, so the halving happened yesterday, and we lost a bunch of hash rate because, you know, like, that's literally what, like, was expected. Bitcoin historically, in its 10 years on this earth, is it 10 years? Halving happens every 4 years, though. I guess it was kind of 4 years. Anyways, historically, when BTC is halved, the hash rate doesn't go down because usually it's been like super bullish in like a huge bull market, and miners just don't turn it off. But we are a minority chain, and so miners mine when it's only profitable. So of course the hash rate's gonna halve. If anybody was paying attention at all, they would know this. But of course, the Bitcoin maximalists who like to say Bcash a lot, and they just say it's dead. And so today we're gonna make fun of Bitcoin maximalists, and I don't give a shit because if you turn 69 around the opposite way, it's still 69. So. I don't know why I said that. And I'm all Bcash sucks. Damn fucking right, Bcash sucks. And so, see, like, this money printer meme was, like, cool. I forgot this was on. And then, like, what made it not cool is all the Bitcoin maximalists, like, changing their name to have a bunch of R's in it. I don't know. You just make it not cool. It's like when the boomers take over a meme, right? It's like, it's okay, this just isn't cool anymore. And so, all right, turn it up. B Gold, yeah, Bcash for B Gold. B Gold is the latest, and so here's the proof of work: 51% attack cost. You can tell this is totally. I got my chat on here still. Get off your chat. We're not chatting right now. You can tell this is a. You can tell this is a Bitcoin maximalist website because they have a lightning tip here, and so like if you go to lightning tip, you have to like. Have a channel open, of course. You can't just like, I mean, to have funds in the Lightning Network. Anyways, it's always Bitcoin maximalist. And so right now it says it's $3,500 for 1 hour attack cost on Bitcoin Cash ABC, and that's another why it's a Bitcoin maximalist. We're not just ABC, guys. Come on, we got Bitcoin Cash node now. We're not just ABC. Come on. And so like sometimes it disappears from this page, but that's the lowest I've ever seen it. Apparently we went under an exahash, which like you calculate hash rate by how fast your blocks come in. So they probably have some weird thing. And so shout out to Mia Tam, probably the greatest influencer in all of cryptocurrency and all of crypto Twitter. Mia Tam is the highest of the high. She knows exactly everything that's going on. She said, what's going on with BTC today? Incredible volatility. Absolutely bullish signs. So it doesn't get any more... It doesn't get any better than that. You know, Bitcoin having to be like a tumbleweed because, you know, we didn't have two separate streams yesterday, which had... I'm guessing the peak concurrent of the other stream, Future of Bitcoin Cash, had about 100 viewers live concurrently at one point, and I think the highest we had was about 60. And yeah, I mean, if you're talking about like popular for the general, that's not a lot, but for crypto, it's a good amount. And so, fuck you. No, there are people in Bitcoin Cash. So, Mia Tam, Bitcoin Cash will die in 4 days, and she obviously predicted it correctly, because she is the top tier crypto influencer of our time. And if you want to see any more tweets from her, she's the Bitcoin CEO, and she is the journalist of Asia Crypto Today. So you can tell she's very, very into the space and knows what she's doing. And so literally nobody gives a fuck about Bcash. My miner's on auto, so they switched to BTC. I changed them back to only BCH. So that is also why a lot dropped. 170 was peak. Nice. Yeah, that's probably when Jihan or Roger was on it. And that is also why a lot dropped. We'll sort back out next couple weeks. Nice. And so, and then nobody.
Some more money for
hospitals and local. Thank you, Tom. Bcash, please. I had the notification turned down, and I thought Paul Walker died. I get Paul Walker a lot. I get that Paul Walker impersonation a lot. So Paul Walker is dead. Collin instead is not dead. Nobody, absolutely no one. Bitcoin Cash, our happening is this week. Oh, thanks, Zach, for reminding people the happening is, because you literally just said our happening is this week. And again, we had a lot of viewers, so all you can get out of here. And by the way, I had to go into my other account, which is like my Anon account, to follow people, because I'm blocked by a lot of these guys. This is my favorite. Here's my favorite. Okay, so Mia Tam is obviously like the highest of the high, but like, yeah, Mia Tam, and then right underneath you have Hodlnaut. Hodlnaut is very technical. He knows exactly everything about Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, especially. He knows far more than a lot of people. And so there's zero hype, zero attention. No one cares. Bcash is dead. So this is obviously very true. Nobody cared. Nobody cared because he blocks everybody in Bitcoin Cash. He has me blocked, so of course he thinks nobody cares, because he blocks everybody that cares. So of course no one in your bubble cares. Hodlnaut, of course. Oh, sorry, it's Birdlenaut. Birdlenaut. BTC is doo-doo. Any coin that isn't private is doo-doo. See that there is. See, that's a Mia Tam level. That's a Mia Tam level observation you have there. Yes, I agree. Speaking of privacy, I'm gonna shill it right now. Crescent Cash has BIP47 payment codes in it now, which a payment code is essentially, my favorite example is, say you have a donation address on your website, you put your payment code up there, and every time somebody sends you some Bitcoin Cash to your payment code, it goes automatically to a new Bitcoin Cash address without like routing through the payment code on the blockchain. And so this is very cool. Crescent Cash is the first Bitcoin Cash wallet that I know of that supports this. Unfortunately, you can only do it from Crescent Cash to Crescent Cash. You only from Crescent Cash to Crescent Cash because you have to have BIP47 support. It's similar to like a payment channel. You like set up a payment protocol with each other kind of thing. And but the way Crescent has it implemented is very easy. You don't even know there's a communication transaction within each other. So it's very awesome. I've been looking for this for a long time. Stash Wallet is the wallet I thought had it on BTC. I actually think it was BTC that I tried to get it on, and it didn't work. I think Samurai Wallet has this on BTC, but Crescent Cash is for sure the first on Bitcoin Cash. I don't know if there are. I know IMUName has proposed a different payment code reusable type thing, but there hasn't been nothing been implemented for it. But BIP47 has, and the developer is sexy as fuck, I hear. So, how's it gonna be? What's up, Wildfire California? And who are the few and heroically retarded Bcash miner clowns squeezing one block out per hour at a huge loss? Well, if you look, you can tell it's BTC Top and Antpool are the heroically retarded, and and so thanks, Birdlenaut, for your excellent observation. And so he asked, can somebody do the math on how much loss is absorbed daily by the hash rate on Bcash by not switching to BTC with current Bcash difficulty in BCH, BTC price? And so I saw this tweet and I was like, I don't think this guy knows exactly what he's talking about. He's not the idol that I thought he was, you know, because because it seems like he doesn't know how switch mining works and how profitability works, and that when you're on a minority chain, it's really just how the percentage of your price is basically how much hash rate you're going to have. Of course, it's half of that now just because we halved first. But then he went and tweeted this delicious tweet, just an absolutely delicious tweet. He 259 times 6.25. I'm not sure what that. Okay, so I think this 259. Okay, so that's the current price Bitcoin Cash. Okay, and so the new block reward. So we came up with $1,600 and then so that's what you get per block now. And he says he brings this number in, which I looked at it and the comma's in the wrong place now. So so he did a typo there for sure, which I just noticed. And then he did 2016, and here's where you can really see the big brainness of the BTC Maxi crowd. And 2016 is how many blocks come in BTC before the difficulty adjusts. Okay, and if you know anything about Bitcoin Cash, you know the difficulty adjustment algorithm was implemented outside of the 2016 block adjustment. And so this happened right away when Bitcoin Cash was forked. It caused problems in the beginning with the turbo blocks, and this is why the reason that we have so quickly was these turbo blocks, and it's still causing problems, oscillations. And literally, if you ever use Bitcoin Cash, if you know anything about Bitcoin Cash, you know the difficulty adjustment algorithm is different than Bitcoin. And so he says keeping Bcash alive until difficulty adjustment costs miners around 2.2 million compared to mining BTC. This motherfucker don't know anything, and he's talking shit, and he gets 1,000 likes on tweets. And Bcash is dead, and he doesn't know anything about it. So Bird or not, you're a really, really smart guy. So this guy, and so back to Zach. Congratulations. And so they say like good job. And so before the halving, this is really small. I don't like how they change this. And so before the halving, it was 21,000 for 1 hour attack, and he tweeted it with 7,000. And as we know, we're at 3,000 now. And so I don't know how this is calculated exactly. And after halving, the price will halve, because that's been the narrative for buying BTC when people realize this guy has no clue. Yeah, he does not. And he's going to get absolutely wrecked because I found this. And feel free to wreck him. And so I don't know how they came up with this, but attack it then. Come on, what are you waiting for? Like do it. Stop talking all this shit. Plug in your USB miner and 51% attack Bitcoin Cash. Prove us all wrong, right? Just do it. Stop talking all this crap about it. Like, double spend an exchange, double spend a zero comp merchant. Go for it. Nobody's stopping you. Maybe you just don't use Bitcoin, so you don't know how to actually send Bitcoin transactions. And so again, Zach's got Blockstream higher. He shills Liquid, and now they shit talk Lightning Network all the time. And now he's saying wrapped BTC, which is BTC on Ethereum, essentially has more Bitcoin value than public Lightning Network channels. And so yeah. And then we have Tor here, another big brain Maxi who blocks everybody in Bitcoin Cash. At least Zach doesn't have any block. It's because I made a personal recommendation to unblock me. Done already, just like your bids too. Bird or not. Hey guys. And so he says Bitcoin Clone Cash, Bcash, should admit failure, completely centralized since 2019. I'm not sure what he came up with that. I really don't. The best argument for centralization is one, the 10 block rolling checkpoints, I guess you could say. And then like maybe the ABC has the only mining nodes, which isn't true anymore. And so I don't know where he came up with this. Decline 96% versus BTC. If you use price as a metric for fundamentals in crypto, you're absolutely delusioned, because you have dumbasses like this who pump BTC and talk shit about everything else that is actually better technically. Zach blocked for me over Jim Friend. Oof. Ouch. Whale Panda is the worst. Yeah. No credible dev community. Barely any users. So I'm running this show. Right now I have 29 viewers. I'm talking to a bunch of Bitcoin Cash supporters. So I guess if you think 30 on a live show is none and 170 from yesterday, that's wrong. No credible dev community. And Tour, please define a credible dev to me, please. Please define. Is a credible dev somebody who's committed and it got code accepted to the Bitcoin Core code base? Is that the only credible dev to you? There's lots of very intelligent people in Bitcoin Cash, but you probably don't know because you probably blocked them. And No Scaling Prospect is probably the funniest one of all because he thinks Lightning Network is probably scaling. And that's literally not Bitcoin. It's literally off the blockchain, so I'm not sure how you can call that scaling. And so friends don't let friends buy Bcash because I say so, and I'm smart because I have glasses on. Tour. I wanted to point out, they now say it's centralized since 2019. They no longer say 2017. Yeah, that was the most random thing to me. It's like, oh, now it's centralized. Like, what? That was the... What is the result when you take McAfee's advice seriously? Oof. Big yikes. The halving is a poison pill for Bitcoin forks. All right, well, come on, attack it then. Why isn't Bcash dead yet? Why can I would like to point out here. If you were a user and didn't know anything about the halving and you use Bitcoin Cash every day, say you played blockchain poker every day. You would have no idea anything happened yesterday. You'd have absolutely no idea. Your user experience would be exactly the same. You'd always still pay less than a cent for a transaction. Maybe if you were trying to get on exchange, your blocks would have been a little slower, but if you use Bitcoin Cash, sometimes that happens because our difficulty adjustment algorithms are... It's going to be Deemster versus Demezel. Yeah, Demezel was on the stream yesterday. He was a cool guy. And so they're both Belgians, eh? And so the user experience of Bitcoin Cash is always fine. I mean, it's always the same. And again, maybe slow blocks if you're doing speculating and you need some confirmations. But if you were... Blockchain poker doesn't require confirmations. So poison pill my ass. Under normal circumstances, Bitcoin Cash would effectively be dead now. With the normal difficulty adjustment, it would take 2016 block to lower the adjustment. They changed it to moving even further from Satoshi's vision, since no one really wants it, in a desperate attempt to stay alive. And so, of course, this is a reframe. At least he knows the difficulty adjustment algorithm has been changed. Good job, Whale Panda. You're very... Good job. And so, which is funny because they use Satoshi's vision in there, which is absolutely ridiculous. Has the BTC crowd abandoned LN for Liquid? The narrative is starting for sure from Blockstream. And as we all know, Blockstream kind of runs the narrative. And so it will be interesting to see because you see some Blockstream people get into it with non-other Blockstream maxis, right? And John Carvalho, for example, is a huge Lightning Network guy, and the Lightning Network is more decentralized than Liquid. And so they're pushing Liquid, which is their own products, because, I mean, what we all said would happen with Blockstream is that they would cripple the block size, right, which is what they did and what we always knew they would do, and then we knew they were going to push their own products, because that's literally their mission statement, is to make side chains for Bitcoin. And Lightning Network was kind of like, oh, how do you really make money off this? You don't really make very much money routing. You kind of lose money just via hosting. And then Liquid came in, and it kind of all makes sense. And so, yeah, you're going to see Blockstream pushing Liquid now because it's a federated thing they basically control. So, yes. Price is a great thing to attract noobs. Yes. When blocks are melting, they become liquid. Ooh. This is ultimate. This is just Bitsy, another Blockstream in bed. Ultimately, it'll be irrelevant if you got in at 3K, 6K, 10K. What's important is that you got in before 100K, 1.2 thousand likes, and it's just hopium, man. Like, come on, we're almost at Bitcoin halving number 3. There are 31 more to go. This is just the beginning. Okay, okay. This is just the beginning, Dan. It's just like, oh man, these grifters, man. These fucking grifters. Like, oh man, these grifters, man. Oh, by the way, BSV just forked. Congratulations, BSV. I bet you their hash rate won't drop at all. Oh, we passed them in hash rate. Eat it, Calvin. Eat it, Calvin. Eat it, bro. And so, well, why do I get mad at these maxis on Twitter, right? It's like, why do I get mad at them? Just go do your own thing. Oh, look at that. We're touching the tips. We're touching tips, bros. We're touching tips. We're crossing streams. We're crossing streams, bros. Look at that recovery. That's like a BART in the hash rate. We're alive. It's alive. And so why do I care? Why do I care what these maxis say? Well, because you have people like this who no followers. It's just a random account, right? And that's not true. People make money off routing Ellen all the time. Some guy made $20. Granted, he had 5 million locked up, but still, yeah, that's quite the return. Quite the return. And so this guy, he liked some tweets of some guy I was like arguing with under one of Rogers' tweets, and whether he's a sock puppet or not, his bio is Orange Coin Go Up. He has 0 followers and he throws out likes. And these maxi crowd is what the normies see when they get onto Twitter, right? When they get onto Bitcoin Twitter. And so you have the money printer go brrr, and then you see, oh, look at these Bitcoin guys, like I should invest in Bitcoin because money printer go brrr, and then they see all this bullshit that is just spouted from these uneducated people's mouths about Bcash, and these guys don't know what they're talking about, and it's like, yes, you want hard money, you want hard money that doesn't inflate anymore, but you want it to be peer-to-peer cash. You see people hoarding cash. You see normal people hoarding cash. You don't see normal people hoarding gold. Yes, some people might hoard gold, but because cash is liquid, you can spend cash places. So you want money that you can spend places, and that's Bitcoin Cash, because BTC is gold. It's gold because it's slow and expensive, and you got these retards just saying Bcash, Bcash, Bcash. You got Mia Tam saying she's the Bitcoin CEO. Ooh, man. Oh, man, these maxis, man. Ooh, man. Ooh, I need a breather. Rest in peace, Bcash. Looks like the price graph for toilet paper token on CMC April 1st. Yeah. What's cracking hiring all these nutcases? Well, that's the thing, like, right? You become a crypto Twitter influencer, and people want to hire you because you have influence, like literally influencer, right? Like you can shill a link and people will click on it and they think you're important because you have 50,000 followers. So they're marketers. They're marketers. I mean, that's how you market to other crypto people. It is Twitter. Like that's where we all hang out, right? And yeah, it's just big yikes. Bcash is what Bcashers say. Yes, that's DeRosa's rule. And so, yeah, I mean, it's rough out here for a pimp, you know what I'm saying? It's rough out here for those. So, BTC is not gold. It's digital beanie baby. Yes, that's a better one. So, digital gold makes a lot of sense if you have nothing to contribute to humanity. I mean, digital gold is hoarders, right? I mean, like people hoard cash, right? Because it's liquid. People don't hoard gold unless you have cash on top of it. Like you aren't gonna. The only reason the gold would become a unit of account is if, like, currency literally collapses, right? Like the U.S. dollar becomes like, ew, I don't want that. Like, no, we're still U.S. dollar is still the reserve currency, so they're hoarding cash. I can see CryptoCrow behind you. Is that CryptoCrow? Is that some crypto influence I should know about? Yeah, and then anyways, then there's this like other drama in crypto Twitter today with like this BitLord dude being doxxed by some exchange that he worked for, and it's like, who gives a shit, man? It's these personalities. Like, aren't you here for peer-to-peer cash? Like, yeah, you're here to make money. Bitcoin is partly built on greed because you buy it for the number to go up, and then you spread it around. But if there isn't that underlying utility, then you're just scamming people into buying something that you bought at a lower price, right? And yikes, that's the kind of the thesis of my show, I suppose. Collin like he's number 69, and big yikes is all I gotta say. And so when you have the top influencers shit talking Bcash because it gets likes, I mean that's what you see from a lot of these maximalists, is that like I mean, I even see it myself when I like shit talk BTC. I get a lot of likes. When they shit talk Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, they get a lot of likes, and that's just, I mean, that's how social media works. Is you get people angry, and then they press the like button or the retweet button, right? And so I get it, but dear Lord, it's not good for the ecosystem. So like, you gotta wonder, like, how do we move on from this? Like, how do we wrestle it away, the influence away? And it's just building. I don't know. Like, you can't like argue with them, because once you get to a certain level where they can't argue back, they are just gonna block you, because they don't want to be made look silly, right? They just don't want to be made to look silly. Like, I mean, I have freaking SV people that reply on my shit, and I just mute them. Like, I just don't want to see them. I don't think they're gonna actually like out argue me or anything. But it's just annoying, and they may think the same thing. But anybody that responded to HODLNOT's thing about the difficulty adjustment, I bet you're blocked now. BTC Maxi is like fiat. Yeah, here's a good meme for you. I'll get a meme for you. Let me get them. Based and cash pilled. Twitter is not ecosystem. Yes, you are correct completely. And so bringing people in not through Twitter is huge, of course. And blockchain poker just absolutely exploded in the last month with quarantine. Great show and good host. Thanks, Informed Satoshi. Welcome to my show. And let's see, where's this meme at? Where's this meme at? Okay. Maximus, BTC isn't for coffee payments. Me, okay, I'll just use fiat. That's fine. Or a different cryptocurrency. Fuck you, you fucking tan piece of shit. I hope you fucking die. True AF. True AF. Funding secured for mempool report season 2. We should get that back. We should definitely get that back. And so this is the Bitcoin blockchain.poker stats. Bitcoin Cash is blowing up on there because you can't play low stakes games with BTC. Like, if you want to play with $1, like, good luck. Good luck. You might have 50 cents by the end of it. Got lots of time with the quarantine. Twitter's 80% bots. Yeah, and those bots push these maxis up. They hit the like button, damn bots. But yeah, it's bringing people in the ecosystem. I mean, education, I suppose, is number one for sure. So, hey, donate to my documentary. Seriously, serious investors, hit my inbox. Hit my inbox. And so, is Bitcoin Cash dead? No, it's not dead. No, it's not dead. DeFi is coming to Bitcoin Cash through AnyHedge. Privacy is coming through Cash Fusion. Decentralized development is coming with Bitcoin Cash Node and Bitcoin ABC. 2 implementations which I hope get along and don't cause a split in the near future. And so Bitcoin Cash is alive and well, and there are many impassioned people that none of these maxis see in the background, and makes you angry. So what can you do? All you need is build. There will be a huge plot hole if you bring it back, though. Remember Mike shot himself? Oh, God. It's his clone. It's his clone. He wasn't actually dead because he got stuck in the mempool. He's like ossified in the mempool, and he's frozen in time. So then the medical field advanced and could save him. So that's what happened with the mempool report. Big yikes. And so then so this is an absolute classic here. So in 2010, we were about a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. We advertised the low fees of Bitcoin, and we said be your own bank. And now we predict more fee market complaints, and BTC at its core is just not a payments network. And just use Visa, bro. And pop the champagne. Han Solo but in the mempool. No, just burn a young girl with royal blood at the stake. Mike is will be there. Club and after scream stops. Big yikes. Yeah, Tether is now BCH. Yes, it is. Yes. As much as I don't like Tether, it has trading pairs everywhere. That'll be interesting to see how much they like issue on it. I don't know like how their issuance is between chains, because I know Tron has a lot, but like I guess people could sell right on the exchange for BCH Tether and not ever move it off exchange. I remember when I actually moved Tether from one Binance account to another, it cost me like $20, and I think this is ETH. It was probably, I don't know, it was a lot of money. So I don't know if people actually like move Tether around, not on exchanges, because then they would know it's a Bitcoin Cash thing. But if they don't ever move it off exchange, they would never know. No, it's a payment network. It's just a terrible payment system. BTC is peer-to-peer electronic trash. Oh, get 'em. That's a good one. And so, yeah, I got this recommended to me today. It was like, hey, follow some topics. We have Bitcoin cryptocurrency, Ethereum cryptocurrency, and Tether cryptocurrency. Why would I want to follow Tether? Like, why would I ever want to follow what Tether does? Like, as a normie, like usually that's for like normal people, right? Not people like deep in crypto. It's so stupid. And so, yeah, this was super cringe. They had like a Magical Crypto Friends at a VR meetup. Ew. Just ew. And so, I'll leave everybody with this. Time favors Bitcoin, and its superiority will be obvious to everyone sooner or later. And downvoted. Isolated opinion from a narrow-sighted maximalist does not get upvoted even in a cryptocurrency sub. This does not bode well for Bitcoin. So you get outside of the crypto Twitter echo chamber, that is the maximalist echo chamber, and you see this disdain for BTC because it's the old fucking dinosaur that is slow as shit and expensive to send, and where I was like, yo, why is this? Tether great tech great team. The Bitcoin Joe, Bruce Wagner, I do not. BTC is an asset, no more, no less. So this does not bode well for Bitcoin. Bitcoin Core is dead. Bitcoin Core is dead. I don't know, like Bitcoin Core is dead. BTC is dead. And somebody else, Bitcoin Core is dead. Bitcoin Core is dead, boys. Bitcoin Core is dead. So rest in peace, all the Bitcoins. They're all dead. They're all dead. All Bitcoins are dead. And so yeah, BTC halves in 31 days, so we have 1 month of half the hash rate that we did before. And so again, 51% attack. See what happens. I guarantee you some other miners join the chain and defend it unprofitably. Name this episode The Graveyard Rant. Yeah, very somber in here. It's extremely somber. And so rest in peace, all Bitcoins. All Bitcoins have, and when we split a living thing in half, you usually die. So, rest in peace, all Bitcoins. Alright. Have a good night, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show and the rant. Share, like, subscribe, you know how it goes.